Welcome to the deep dive. If you're working in procurement today, it feels like the pressure is just immense, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You've got the CFO demanding cost control, department managers needing things, well, yesterday, and suppliers needing clear signals.
It's a real balancing act. And then there's the push for better data, trustworthy data for things like sustainability reporting, diversity goals, board level stuff.
Which means you can't afford not to govern spending right when the commitment is made. If you miss that point, you've kind of lost control already.
Exactly. And that's why the purchase order, the humble PO, isn't just paperwork anymore. It's becoming really the data backbone you need.
So our mission today is to dig into PO software.
Right. Not just as, a way to automate things, but as that foundational tech, the thing that gives you the transparency, the reliable data for making smarter decisions.
Okay, let's unpack that.
Yeah.
PO software, at its heart, what does it do? It digitizes the process.
Yeah, the whole creation, approval, tracking flow. It pulls everything into one place, gets teams out of those messy email chains.
Into a structured workflow, something you can actually audit.
And the reason this shift is so essential now, well, there are a few key pressures driving it.
Like what?
Well, think about hybrid work. You need managers approving things from anywhere, right? Not just the office.
Makes sense.
Budgets are tighter too. Every dollar needs accountability. But honestly, the big strategic piece is tracking spending against these newer mandates.
You mentioned sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability goals, supplier diversity targets. You need to tag spending, track it in ways a manual process it just can't handle. You can't get that granularity otherwise.
Now, without that visibility, that control just vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
Good PO software gives you that real-time look at financial commitments before any money actually leaves the building.
Which is really the only effective way to stop that, what's it called, maverick spending.
Ah, yes, maverick spending, where people just buy stuff outside the proper channel.
Exactly. Undermines everything.
Oh.
So if you're a procurement leader listening, what features are really critical? What should you prioritize?
Good question.
First, I'd say customizable workflows. The software has to bend to your company's policies, not the other way around.
So, like, a manager can approve up to $5,000.
Right. But anything over that automatically goes to finance, maybe?
Yeah.
The system needs to handle those rules smoothly.
And it needs to talk to your other systems, too, I assume.
Oh, absolutely critical. Integration is, well, it's non-negotiable. It has to connect with your ERP.
Like SAP or NetSuite.
Yep. Your finance systems. Get rid of that awful double entry work. It's slow, it's error prone.
And finance needs to trust the data for budgeting, right?
Precisely. Data integrity is key. And then, crucially, real-time spend tracking. You need visibility before the PO goes out.
Like a dashboard warning.
Yeah, imagine a warning saying, hey, this department has already used 75% of its budget before they commit more funds. That lets you step in proactively.
Okay, so we've nailed down control. But control can sometimes mean slow, and procurement can't afford to be a bottleneck. How do these tools keep things moving?
That's where AI and automation really start to shine now. It's more than just, matching an invoice to a PO automatically.
What else can it do?
Well, some systems use AI to flag weird spending patterns or maybe even risk score a new supplier almost instantly. It helps speed things up intelligently.
Okay, that sounds useful. But automation needs adoption.
That's the rub.
Yeah.
You need strong audit trails, yes. Every request, approval, delivery logged and timestamped. Transparency is vital.
But
The user experience has to be good. If the tool is clunky, if it takes 10 clicks to submit a simple PO, your teams just won't use it.
And then they find workarounds. Back to shadow purchasing.
Exactly. I've seen expensive software just sit there unused because it was too painful for the end user. So user experience is huge.
And think about the future too, right? Scalability.
Definitely. Look for something that starts strong with POs but can grow with you. Maybe add invoice processing later or sourcing or supplier management modules. You don't want to buy something you'll outgrow in 18 months.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
So when you get this right, the right features, good adoption, what's the payoff? Can we quantify it?
You absolutely can. The visibility alone is huge. Seeing patterns like which suppliers are always late or where you have redundant contracts you can consolidate.
And the bottom line.
Companies often report cutting their indirect spend. That's the tail spend, usually by 10 to 20%, once they have a good PO system fully adopted and running. That's significant savings.
Wow, 10 to 20% is definitely not trivial.
No, it's not. So the core message here, I think, is that PO software isn't just about tidying up paperwork. It's a foundational investment in governance.
Right.
It empowers procurement to be more strategic, keeping that crucial financial control without slowing down the business. It's control and enablement.
Okay, great summary.
Mm.
So thinking ahead, if getting reliable, real-time data
All right.
becomes this valuable, here's a final thought for you, our listener, to mull over. How could your procurement team use the kind of predictive spend data you could collect over the next year? Use that to completely redefine how you negotiate with your key suppliers long-term. Something to think about.